Welcome back, friends. I am so glad you're joining me today because we are going to talk about the interconnectedness of your mind, body, and spirit. Now, maybe you've come to this podcast looking for solutions to feeling overwhelmed, burned out, or stuck. Maybe you're looking for help managing your time better, finding more energy, or even overcoming challenges like weight gain or hormonal imbalances. We talk about all of those things on this show, and it may seem a little bit disjointed and squirrely, but I am learning how strongly connected everything is, and that is why all of those things are a part of the content that I'm sharing. This interconnectedness has never been more clear to me than it has become recently as I learn more about functional health, functional medicine, metabolic health. Here's the truth. The solutions you think you're looking for often point to something deeper, a need for balance and renewal in every part of your life. You think you're looking for tips on time management, stress reduction, productivity, faith-based leadership skills, and then I start throwing in content related to sleep, intermittent fasting, hormonal balance. It might seem completely unrelated, but I promise you it is not. Today, we're going to explore how spiritual renewal, physical health, and time management are not separate goals, but pieces of the same puzzle. When you address one, you impact the others. And when you bring God into the equation, the results are nothing short of amazing.
Welcome to the Grace-Filled Leader Podcast. Do you want better work-life balance? Do you get stuck in patterns of perfectionism and people-pleasing? Have you always been an overachiever but never really felt good enough, no matter how much outward success you achieve? Do you want more time for the things that matter most? Well, you are in the right place. Here on the Grace-Filled Leader Podcast, we focus on spirit-driven success and share the secrets to having better work-life balance as a busy woman in leadership. Here you will learn how to set boundaries like a boss, find peace of mind, and reclaim your time for the things that matter most. Hi, I'm Tanya, a wife, mom, leader, and certified Christian life coach. For most of my life, I tried to find worthiness through achievement. I spent decades people-pleasing and pouring myself into my work. I was looking for my value through the approval of others. This led me to feel burned out, empty, and exhausted. I had no time or energy for myself or my family. I realized that I was wasting time and energy looking for validation in all the wrong places. But my life changed when I finally surrendered and God showed me a different way. It is my mission to help you start living the abundant life God has for you. If you're ready to become fueled by grace and find freedom from people-pleasing, if you're ready to multiply your time and impact as a Christian woman in leadership, this podcast is for you. Roll up your sleeves, sister friends. It's time to get after it.
Now, in my opinion, we have to start with the foundation. The foundation of renewal is your spirit. Because here's the thing. Without spiritual renewal, nothing else truly works. You can try every time management system, every diet or workout plan, and still feel empty and stuck. Why? Because your spirit is the core of who you are. Think of Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given unto you. When you surrender your plans, your worries, and your striving to God, everything else begins to fall into place. But what does spiritual renewal look like? Well, practically, it's carving out time for prayer and quiet reflection with the Lord. It's learning to trust Him with your biggest challenges, your to-do lists, your family's needs, your health struggles. It's replacing the lies of this world with His truth, so that you're no longer living for others' approval or striving for perfection. When you're spiritually renewed, you're not running on empty. You are running on His strength. That is a tank of gas that is endless. That strength fuels every other area of your life. Now let's talk about how this plays out physically. Your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, and when it's not cared for, it impacts your spirit and your mind. For example, lack of sleep, poor nutrition, or hormonal imbalances don't just make you feel tired, they impact how you think, how you process emotions, and even how you show up for other people. Hormonal health in particular plays a huge role for women in midlife. And not in midlife, women in their years of what are supposed to be fertility. When your hormones are out of balance, whether due to stress, poor sleep, poor nutrition, it can lead to low energy, making even simple tasks feel overwhelming. It can lead to mood swings, heightening anxiety, irritability, or sadness. It can lead to weight changes, particularly around the midsection, which can feel really defeating and discouraging. It can lead to brain fog, leaving you less productive and more frustrated. And if you're in your childbearing years, it can lead to fertility issues. The good news, just as stress and poor choices can throw your hormones off, intentional self-care can restore balance. Things like consistent sleep, nourishing food, movement, intermittent fasting can help regulate your body's systems. And when your physical health improves, you have more energy to live out your God-given purpose. Now, I brought up time and energy management. Well, when you're spiritually and physically renewed, something really beautiful starts to happen. You gain clarity. You're no longer weighed down by exhaustion or a distracted mind. You're able to prioritize what truly matters instead of being ruled by the urgent or other people's expectations. Here's a powerful truth. Time management isn't about squeezing more into your day. It's about aligning your time with your values and God's purpose for your life. When you're balanced in spirit, mind, and body, you have the capacity to say yes to what aligns with God's will for you and no to what doesn't. You have the capacity to focus fully on the task at hand instead of being pulled in a million directions. And you have the capacity to lead with calm confidence instead of constant overwhelm and anxiety. But it all starts with surrender. Surrendering your schedule, your health, your family, your striving to God. This surrender allows Him to work in you and through you. Let me tell you about two women. First, there's Lisa. Lisa is a high-achieving executive, a wife, and a mom. She's constantly on the go, running from one meeting to the next, juggling kids' activities and trying to keep everything together. But Lisa is exhausted. She sleeps just 5 hours a night, she skips meals, and she feels perpetually anxious. Her spiritual life, well, it's on the back burner because she just doesn't have time. Over time, Lisa notices her weight gain, brain fog, and constant irritability. She feels stuck, and she can't figure out why nothing she tries is working. Then there's Rebecca. Rebecca used to live like Lisa, but realized that she couldn't sustain it. She made a choice to prioritize spiritual renewal. She starts her day with prayer, even if it's just 10 minutes. She worked with her healthcare provider to balance her hormones, and now she prioritizes her sleep and eating nourishing food. She learned to say no to things that don't align with her purpose. The result? Rebecca is healthier, more focused, and more present. She's not perfect, but she is living in balance, fueled by God's strength instead of her own striving. So friend, where do you see yourself in this journey? Are you like Lisa, feeling stuck in the cycle of exhaustion and striving? Or are you ready to embrace a life of balance and renewal? This week, I challenge you to take one step toward whole wellness. Maybe that's carving out time for prayer or meditation, or taking a walk outside. If you're in northern Minnesota where I am, you're probably not going to take a walk outside because it's in the minus double digits. Maybe it's saying no to something that's draining you, or scheduling that doctor's appointment you've been putting off. Whatever it is, start small and invite God into the process. And if you need help, I'm here for you. I'm happy to walk this journey with you. You don't have to do it alone or all at once, but you can start today. I want to leave you with this reminder, my friends. God created you as a whole person, mind, body, and spirit. When one area is out of balance, it impacts the others. When you invite Him into every part of your life, He brings restoration and peace. Until next time, my friends, remember that true wellness starts with the Lord. As always, I pray that He fills you with gratitude, peace, and His amazing grace.
I pray this episode blessed you, spoke to you, or encouraged you in some way. If so, please share it with a friend and head on over to Apple Podcasts to leave me a review. That's the only way for me to know if you're enjoying the show. Nothing blesses me more than to hear from you. Also, come on over to our free Facebook community. This is a great place for us to support one another on our faith and leadership journeys. You can find the link to the group in the show notes, or go to gracefilledleader.com/community. If you have questions or content ideas for the show, please send me a message on SpeakPipe or via email. Go to gracefilledleader.com/contact and leave a written or voice recorded message. I would love to know how I can best serve you on the podcast. Now to Him who can do immeasurably more than we can ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. Ephesians 3, verse 20. Until next time, my friends, God bless.